Hey everyone, welcome to a brand new episode of DC Collectors. Today, I'm going back into my bag of tricks and pulling out the DC Collectors weekly video series. Now, this is going to be like something maybe on Fridays I do that I just kind of recap the week's highlights of DC Comics toy and collectible news. I used to do this a couple of months ago, and it was really time consuming, so I think I've got a new way of doing this to help me get this thing out quicker and help it just be a little more informational than the way it was before. So without further ado, let's get on to the news. And first up, we have some interesting news from Beast Kingdom. They have just announced a Wonder Woman 1984 Golden Armor. What is this thing? It is a dynamic action heroes figure, and the action is spelled with an 8, like ACTION. This is just her golden armor outfit that she wore in Wonder Woman 1984. It looks good, I guess, but we have so many of these Wonder Woman 1984 figures so far, so I don't know how interested I'm going to be in this particular figure. We'll just have to wait and see. It does have a pretty high price point of like $110. And so I've never owned one of these Beast Kingdom figures, so I don't know. If you want to tell me, tell me in the comments section what you think about them, because I don't want to waste my money if I don't have to on buying these particular figures. Next up, we have news that Flame Toys will be producing a Batman Arkham Knight Hito Karakuri Batman figure. Maybe I'm saying that totally wrong. I probably butchered that name, and I'm sorry. This particular figure is it's a 7-inch scale figure. I don't know the price point. It's overseas. I'm sure it's going to be in the $100 range, or maybe even more. I'm not sure, but if it's something that you like, if you like Flame Toys action figures, you might want to look into getting this one. Again, never owned a Flame Toys figure. I don't know what it's like, so I'll leave the picture up here for you to decide if this is something that you might want. Next up, Mezco released, and it went really, really, really quick. If you weren't there, I would say 10 minutes into this thing going live, you did not get it. Batman Supreme Knight Darkest Dawn edition of their 112 Collective Batman Supreme Knight figure, and this was exclusive to Mezco's website, and as you can see in the pictures, it looks a little different. There's always some little variations that they can add to make a different Batman, and Batman sells, as we all know. So this one was definitely going to sell out. You can get on the wait list in case somebody loses their pre-order, they cancel it or whatever, but chances are you're not going to get this one except for on eBay, and when they go to eBay, the prices skyrocket on these things. So if you weren't there to get in on the pre-order within the first few minutes, sorry if this was a figure that you really, really wanted. Next up, McFarlane Toys released some news. Another gold label action figure in the DC Multiverse line. This time it's a bronze Dark Knight's Death Metal Red Death action figure. I'm not a fan of these. I know some of you are. Some of you like these little chase bronze and gold variants. They're not my thing. I would rather have comic accurate or movie accurate or TV accurate or animation or video game accurate figures instead of this chase gold or chase bronze. In a way, it's good because I don't like chase figures that are legitimate figures and not these repainted gold and bronze figures. So I don't have to be on the hunt for these things. So that is a good thing. But the bad part of me is I'm a completist, and it feels like I'm not completing my DC Multiverse set by getting these figures. But I haven't purchased one yet. I've had the opportunity at some really good prices to purchase some of these bronze figures, but I just refuse to. What do I need this for? I mean, whatever. Next up, Prime One Studio revealed a Batman the Grim Knight Museum Masterline statue. Now, this thing looks absolutely freaking fantastic if you have $1,250. There's also an exclusive version that features the face coverings for Batman. It's just different head portrait that's $1,300. Now, while Prime One Studio puts out some super detailed, super fantastic statues, those price points are a little too high for this guy right here. So you probably won't ever see me owning a Prime 1 Studio piece just because I don't have that kind of money to spend on statues, especially when they release one like once a month. I mean, golly. I have to buy McFarlane Toys figures and Spin Master figures. I only have so much money. And finally this week, a company called Numbskull reached out to me and sent me some promo pics and a cool little video of some upcoming Tubbs figures that they are. I don't want to say figures, they're designer toys. These are actually rubber ducks with like an Aquaman costume from the movie and a Wonder Woman 1984 costume from her movie. And these are really, really cool little display pieces. If you're into rubber ducks, which who didn't have a rubber duck when they were a kid, you just add the DC Comics aesthetic on top of it, and boom, you have a pretty cool collectible. So check out this video showcasing these two new items, which are up for pre-order on most every cool toy site. All right, and that is it for DC Collectors Weekly. You can see this was a light week for DC Comics toy news, but hopefully you enjoyed this. Hopefully you found it informational, and hopefully I can start doing this on a regular basis like every Friday like I plan on trying to do. Also, hit that subscribe button and that like button for me if you don't mind, and you can find me at DCCollectors.com, and on social media you can find me at DC Collectors on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Peace, y'all.